Hello my fellow prospective Amazon FBA sellers, and welcome to the FBA Overview mini course. In this mini course, I want to give you an overview of all of the stages and key information points you need to know in order to jump straight into action and start a successful Amazon FBA business. From my personal experience, not knowing where to start is a big block for new entrepreneurs. But so is information overload. So I made it my task to condense in a few posts and corresponding videos everything you need to know to just start. After going through this content, you can expect to have a clear idea of the whole process and how to navigate it, from product research until your first FBA sale. In my FBA journey, I found all of the big pieces of information I needed to know online. However, I had always the feeling that I was learning as I went, as I could never find a free resource that would explain to me the whole process from start to finish and would answer some small yet annoying questions that I had. I made sure to focus on those here to hopefully make you feel secure enough to finally take massive action. So let's jump right into chapter number 1, which is product research. After this video, I want you to have a clear idea of how to go about finding your first profitable product to sell on Amazon. Now, what is product research and why do you need it? Product research is, in my opinion, the most important thing you will have to do in order to get started with your new business. With a good product research tool and method, you can define which products to sell with certainty that the demand is there and that you can actually be profitable selling them. How do you do Amazon product research though? So for this stage, you will need to use a product research tool. The one I recommend, and I have tried several, is Helium 10. Helium 10 has dozens of functionalities that give you full access to information and make sure that you don't have to guess anything or hope that something sells. And because I love these tools so much, I reached out to them to become an affiliate. So you can use my code to get 50% off the first month of Helium 10. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so now we are here in the computer and I will show you Helium 10 and its main features for product research. So let's do this. So as you log in, as you can see, you can find an in-depth presentation of all of the tools. And as you go inside every tool, you can also find extensive tutorials that I highly recommend you binge watch several times in order to really take maximum advantage of these tools' powerful functionalities, because some of them are not easy and you will need to really learn how to use them. So for product research, we will mainly use Blackbox and the browser extension. So that is what I'll be focusing on in this video. In later stages of this mini course, we will also need to use Magnets, Cerebro, Frankensteins, and Scribbles in order to set up our listing and ads effectively. And yeah, just tune in for the later episodes of this series and you can see how I do that with these tools. It's amazing. So as you start selling, you can also benefit from other awesome tools such as the index checker, keyword tracker, and alerts. I will not go into those in this mini course because this is for people who are starting out. And yeah, those are more advanced tools. Okay, so let's go into Blackbox. What is Blackbox and how to use it? So Blackbox is a very powerful Amazon product research tool powered by Helium 10, obviously. And there are several ways you can go about using it to conduct your product research, and you should for sure watch the official tutorials before getting started. Nevertheless, I will guide you through my favorite two methods. And the first one is product search. So the first tab you will find inside Blackbox is the product tab, and this is where we will start. So please watch this clip for the guide through and quick tutorial. Yeah, and in this screen you should select the market in which you are going to sell, so which categories you are considering targeting, and some arbitrary numbers in the revenue box. So I typically use random numbers because with random numbers you get random results. Let's say a lot of people probably put, I don't know, 500 to 1,000, 10,000 to, and you want to use really random numbers in order to get results that maybe a lot of people don't see. So what else? The price is important. It should not be too low that you don't have a margin, but it should also not be too high that it goes above the impulse purchase range, as I already explained. So usually a product that markets between 15 and 60 euros or dollars is a good choice. But if you want to fill these fields, be random again, so you get results that others won't. Review rating is also a field you can use if you need to narrow down your results. If you want to see where others are doing bad, set a max review of 3 or 4, for example, and then you can focus on targeting those. Okay, you can also have a lot more filters that you can use to make your search ultra specific and relevant. So as you can see here. Second method for product research, and is the one that I like the most, to be honest. So it is very similar, but instead of searching for specific products, you will be searching for overlooked keywords. As you know, Amazon is a search engine, and your product listing will definitely have the goal of earning the traffic of one or more keywords, one main keyword and other more secondary ones, I would say. So I personally find this search a little bit more fun, more interesting to conduct, because you get to find overlooked keywords. And so this is an example of a random search I could do. The result, as you can see, is this number of phrases or search terms that people use on Amazon search bar. So yeah, they fit the criteria as specified. Sometimes you will see hundreds of results, and it may then benefit you filtering further or use the sort by feature to see results that you would not see otherwise. Oftentimes I have to Google or Amazon these search terms, so as you start going through the list, yeah, you may want to Google them or Amazon them in order to really clarify the user intent and really understand what it is that the user was thinking about when he wrote this cryptic keyword. Now, before I show you the rest, I want to know, did you ever experiment with any of the Helium 10 tools? Do you know Black Box specifically? And if so, what is your favorite product research method? Let me know down below. Okay, so regardless of the research method you choose, you will definitely need to combine it with the use of the powerful Chrome add-on, which is, yeah, this thing right here. And it has some pretty awesome features, such as X-ray, for example. It tells you everything about your competitors' products. It's really cool. I will show you later. And a profitability calculator with real Amazon fees data. So this is very cool if you're really starting to consider a product seriously. And information on others' inventory levels, and even a review downloader to make your job way easier if you want to really see what people are saying about your competition and how you can improve your product. So how do you incorporate it into your research? You do it every time you find a product that you want to look at deeply. So when you run a search and you want to know more about a product, you can directly visit its product page here. And if you have the browser extension installed, you can run a number of analyses on the product directly. It's really cool. And so you can see these products inventory levels and try to catch seasonality trends. You can directly download all of the reviews for an easier scan and weaknesses and strengths identification. And you can even do a quick profitability calculator. Like I said, all you need is to input a quick estimation of the cost of sourcing the goods, and Helium 10 will give you the remaining Amazon FBA and fulfillment costs for this product. So that's what I was saying, basically. Most importantly, for your product research, you can use X-ray to see how this product is selling, which is what you want to know, okay? So I'd say this is usually the thing I use it for the most. An even cooler use of the Chrome extension, in my opinion, is when you use it in the search page. So you go and you do this, and yeah, basically it gives you the numbers of all of the top contenders would you choose to compete for those search intents and keywords. So these are the guys you want to beat if you choose to go into this space. Now, there are a lot of other ways and a lot of other functionalities of Helium 10 that you can choose to leverage in your product research process. And again, I deeply advise you to check their official tutorials that are awesome, and also other people's tutorials online to really learn how to use the tool and benefit from its full capacity. Different people have different methods, different tricks they use. I'm also a fairly new seller, so I'm still learning. And you can also try it out for 1 month. That's how I got started into it. Even before I had fully committed to setting up my Amazon FBA business, I was still looking into it. I was still deciding if this was something that I wanted to do, but I got this deal. I got a 1-month subscription for half the price using a discount code I found online. So if you want to do this yourself, you can use mine. That's Eleni50 for 50% off your first month. Now, I do have an Amazon FBA business, but like I just said, I'm a fairly new seller, so I do not consider myself an expert here. However, my intention with this is to purely give you the action steps and overview of what you need to know in order to get started. However, I do want to leave you with some quick recommendations for when you are going through your list of results. Avoid complicated categories or categories that you don't understand. Electronics, products for topical use, food or fragile goods can all be subject to give you headaches, both in the form of faulty production, special legislation, trademarks, among others. A question I used to have a lot is what is a good product and how to know when you have a good product. So a good product is a product that sells well at an interesting price. So typically inside the impulse purchase range is a good bet. So between $50 to $60 is something good. Competition that you think you can beat by improving or modifying the original or basic product. So if you have an idea to improve the product, then that's good. Another one is that you can use the field exclude title keyword to exclude branded items that show up often with the filters you chose, or also seasonal items. On that note, you should try to avoid seasonal products because ideally you want a product that sells year-round. And another one, smaller and lighter products will save you on FBA fees. Keep that in mind, but do use the Chrome extension functionalities to have an idea of what FBA costs you can expect if you do start seriously considering a product. Now, I would also like you to consider this. 10 3K a month products may be better than one 30K a month product. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I believe that this thought helps relieve a little bit the pressure of the product research and also maybe the definition of what a good product is. Having several 3K a month products will also allow you to spread the risk and maybe feel a little bit more comfortable in case one of your products dies down eventually. And remember, this process, product research, may take you a few weeks, so be patient and in time you will find a winning product and become better at spotting opportunities. Now, if after watching this video you want to try Helium 10, feel free to use my link down below in the description bar and also use my discount codes to get a discount. Now that's it for product research and for today. Stay tuned for the next one. In episode 2 of the mini course, I will tell you all about how you can find a supplier on Alibaba for your winning products and everything you need to know in order to guarantee a smooth supplier experience and shine a trade. Now, if you want to go deeper on this topic, you can visit my website. The link is down below. And you can read more about how you can start a side business and the journey towards financial and location independence. And as always, if you like this video, do not forget to drop a like, share your thoughts down below and subscribe to my channel. I hope this video resonated with you in any way and I see you next week for another one. Bye!